Hey, welcome to my photography school review. My name is Taida and I took the course back in 2018 for the first time and then took it again in 2021 when the new update came out. I've been working as a food and product photographer ever since taking the course. I have my food blog, My Vegan Minimalist, and I've also worked as a recipe developer and stylist, and I've worked in restaurants and cafes as a photographer. And I wanted to give you a bit of a relaxed review of the course. And before we begin, I also wanted to say, if you've stumbled upon this video and you haven't read my full photography school review, I have a very long, in-depth review on my blog, which covers a lot more than this video will be able to cover. So yeah, just head on there. I'll have the link in the description of this video, so make sure to check that out. It answers so many frequently asked questions and you'll pretty much be able to get a very good idea of what this course is about when you read that. And if you do have any other questions, make sure to leave them in the comment section below, or just get in touch with me via email at hello@myveganminimalist.com. How long it takes? It depends. You can take the course in a few weeks or even a few days if you're willing to do it 24 hours a day. But you can also take months or even years. You can always come back, you can always revisit a unit that you haven't really been able to grasp yet, or something that you've struggled with. I think that's the beauty of the course, is that you get lifetime access. You can always log back in and just see where you are, go through the course again, ask any questions in the Facebook group. And yeah, for me, one of the favorite aspects of the course is the versatility that it offers. From what I've researched online, and obviously I'm not saying I know about every food photography course out there, because I don't, but I do think that photography school offers a lot of versatility for that one price. It's one of the few courses, pretty much the only course, that I've found that for this money offers lessons on composition, food styling, editing, marketing, social media, branding. I have not found a course that would match that, not for that money. When you buy photography school, you get access to a private Facebook group of all the fellow photography students, and that's just a very great growing and supporting community that's there every step of your journey when you're just starting out and you have no idea what you're doing. And then later on, when you're getting your first clients, or when you're seeing results, or later on when you're the person that's able to give advice to new students coming in, it's a great interactive community. I've met a lot of people, like some of my best friends I've met through photography school, like Anna from Anna's Baking Chronicles. She is amazing. And also someone like Emma from Emma Duckworth Bakes. The course does cover some business basics, obviously, because the students come from all over the world. It won't be able to give you exact details about exactly what you need to do to set up a business in your country, because that might be different. The course won't get into every single detail, but it'll give you a great overview and of the business side of things. It'll teach you a little bit about marketing your own business, about branding, which is one of the biggest business fundamentals I've found. Yeah, the only equipment that you will need is just a camera. You can have a cheap camera, you can just have whatever might be lying at your home already. Don't think that you need to buy the most brilliant professional level camera with really expensive lenses or whatever. You can just use whatever you have. And I think actually using a cheap camera, I started on a very cheap $200 camera that I got for free as a gift from one of my relatives, and it was just the most amazing thing, because I had to work so much harder to get great pictures, because the camera wasn't that brilliant in itself, but it was perfect for me. It allowed me to learn so much more about photography, about composition, about settings, manual shooting, lights, everything. It's just yeah, I think working on a entry-level camera is the best thing you can do at the beginning. You're already investing in a course which isn't super cheap, so you don't want to then have to buy all these other things. Just try to make do with what you have. In this sort of consumerist society, we're so used to just thinking that buying the next thing will get you somewhere, and that buying the next thing will be able to make you a better person or a better photographer in this case, and that's just not the case at all. I think just try to not get sort of pulled into that thinking that you need to keep upgrading. And like, I've worked for years just using my entry-level camera and one lens and one tripod, and that was it. And I've worked for clients and I've grown my blog like that. So you really, I know a lot of people that have been using entry-level cameras and they've been doing such an amazing job. One of my wins after taking photography school has been being featured in magazines. There we go. Being featured in Thrive magazine. It's one of the biggest plant-based magazines in the US. Let me see if I can find my spread. I had some of my recipes featured in here, some of my photos, and then I've also been featured in a Live magazine. I've worked with loads of my favorite local brands in the UK. I've worked with international brands in Canada, Australia, US, Europe. I've managed to grow my blog and launch my business, Bloom Like Creative, which focuses on food and product photography. I've worked as an ambassador for other brands. I've joined the Picture Pantry, which is one of the most exclusive food photography stock libraries in the world. For me personally, the win wouldn't be earning the most money I possibly can or getting to 100,000 Instagram followers or anything like that at all, but just seeing my progress and being able to do what I love and being able to support myself with my own sort of creation, having this blog and my business exist in exactly the way I wanted to and not have to be dependent on anyone else. So it's been very liberating in that way. For me, one of the downsides of the course would be that it didn't cover artificial light, because in my case I didn't need that. Now, many people will never need that. Many people will go their whole careers and never do artificial photography. Many people will go, 5-10 years and not do it, but for me, I needed it quite fast. And then obviously that means having to take other courses or having to learn that by yourself. So yeah, that's one thing, but I do understand that for the price and yeah, for the money that you pay, you don't get that with it. It kind of makes sense. Obviously, because I am affiliated with the course in a way that if you do use my discount code, I get a portion of that sale. I think even though I'm affiliated with them, I believe that it's really important that you know everything that you can about the course before making your decision to buy it. I don't want you to feel like you've been tricked into buying it from someone that's an ambassador or that's been affiliated with the course. I personally am very conscious about when and how I spend money, so I understand that you want to know about the good and the bad before you go into it. And yeah, so I will just say again, the bad is, like I've said, you don't learn about artificial lights. I don't know how much of a problem that will be for you, but for some people it might be, but you will get a ton of other knowledge from it. What else? I think, one of the things that has happened within the community is that a lot of people kind of mold into that one bright and airy marble sort of propped aesthetics that it's beautiful and it's very commercially attractive because it's so popular, but you do run the risk of becoming copycat and just not being authentic to yourself. It's important to anyone taking the course to also be realistic and know that they won't, that there's a chance that they won't become the next Roma Bakery or the next big viral superstar on Instagram or the next big food photographer. it just depends how much work you're putting into it, you know, where you're based to some extent as well. It depends on what time you've got available, how much you're willing to learn, how, you know, passionate you are about this. And yeah, just to keep that in perspective, because not everyone will be able to make this their full-time 7-figure business. Overall, I think the stats do speak for themselves, and like I said, when you go check out photography school on Instagram, you'll see the work from other students of the course and see how incredible they are. And you'll also be able to, I think there's been a survey made about this, and I think about 90% of people believe that the course is worth the money and that they've earned the money back. I've earned back the value of this course very fast after taking it. It's been, you know, it's probably a matter of a few months of after the course literally with my first job that I got as a recipe developer, I think, or was it a sponsored post? I don't know. Take your time, don't put too much pressure on yourself. Know that you're on your own journey and you don't have to compare yourself to anybody else. Try to remain authentic, don't just try to copy others, you know, really delve into developing your own style and realizing what that even is or what you would want it to be. It'll take time to see results, but when you do get to see results, it'll be the most rewarding feeling. So I have a free bonus from me for everyone that signs up to the course using my discount code, my vegan minimalist. You can use the code to get 15% off anything on photographyschool.com. And yeah, if you use my code, my vegan minimalist, you'll be able to get a free critique of your photo from me. Just, you know, send me an email, let me know your name and your order number, and choose 1 or 2 photos that you want me to give you feedback on, and I will be able to do that within 2 weeks of receiving the email. It is a 2-page long document which you get completely free of charge from me, sent to your email, and it is completely personalized. You send me 1 or 2 images that you want me to critique, and I will take max 2 weeks to get back to you, and it'll be a nice in-depth photo critique from someone that's worked in this industry for a few years now and that's been doing this pretty much full-time for years. And yeah, so you'll be able to get a little extra from me, because I know that sometimes it's hard to get advice from someone that has been doing stuff for a while, and I know how hard it is to see your own work objectively. So having someone else be able to sort of give you an honest feedback of what's going well for you, but also what's the thing you could improve on, I think that's just, yeah, it's really important and can be really helpful. And because I've struggled with that when I first started, I wanted to give back to this community in this way. So if you do want that, obviously once you've bought the course, just send me an email and let me know your order number, your name, and just choose the photos that you want to choose that you've made. You can obviously wait until you've done a few units, you know, there is no time limit on this, just whenever you want to do it, you can do it. You can do it once you've already finished the course, and send me your final work, and just to sort of want to get some feedback, or if you want to ask me any other questions, that's fine as well. So yeah, this is my little free bonus for you. So if you've used my code and if you've signed up to photography school, you can get a little extra bonus from me. That might be something helpful, or just a little extra, you know. It's always nice connecting with other people in the community, and I definitely realize the importance of connecting with people that have already been on this journey, maybe for a little bit longer, and they can always give you some helpful tips and tricks, or yeah, just kind of be your little mentor in a way. Anyway, I hope I covered all the questions. I'm sure I've left some out. Like I've said before, make sure to check out my full blog post, because that's a little bit more structured and a bit less rambling. and you'll be able to potentially get more answers there. And then if you still don't know about anything, make sure to send me an email if you want to, if you do have any specific questions, or just leave a comment below. And thank you so much for watching, and make sure to check out my blog and my full review as well. And obviously, if you do want to get 15% off anything on their online store, you can use the code MyVeganMinimalist. It will pop up somewhere here. So yeah, this was all. Thank you so much for watching, and have a lovely day. Bye!